Hello, aspirants! Rahul here alongside Anjali, welcoming you to this crucial explainer from Rungta IAS Academy. Today we're unpacking something absolutely massive for your mains examination. We are talking about the structural changes in the brand new NFHS-6 data. The preliminary fact sheets just dropped, and honestly, the data landscape for your General Studies Paper 1 Society answers, it's completely shifted. Right, so I want you to imagine you're sitting right there in the examination hall. The paper asks you to critically analyze women's health in India. Now, for years, what did we all do? We relied heavily on the NFHS anemia data to back up our points. But how on earth do you write that answer now when that exact indicator has just been completely dropped from the survey? Well, that is the exact burning question we're tackling today, so you know exactly how to adapt your answer writing. To really get the scale of this impact, you have to look at the numbers. NFHS-6 covered nearly 6.8 lakh households across the country. That is a massive exercise. But here's the absolute biggest takeaway for your notes. For the first time ever, the survey actually shrank. Yeah, we're looking at a net reduction of 30 indicators compared to round 5. To be precise, 43 indicators were dropped, while 13 new ones were brought in. And just for some quick prelims and mains context, remember that this survey is pushed by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, but the actual on-the-ground work, that is done by the International Institute for Population Sciences, or IIPS. This specific fact sheet covers the period of 2023 to 2024 across literally every state and union territory, well, with the sole exception of Manipur. Okay, so let's look at what actually changed in the questionnaire. On the plus side, we've got fresh data on direct benefit transfers, self-help group memberships, digital literacy, and even biological testing for hepatitis. I mean, that is absolute gold for your GS1 Society and Empowerment answers. But you have to look at the deletions. We completely lost the data on sanitation and clean cooking fuel. So practically speaking, you just lost a direct statistical tool to measure the success of flagship schemes like the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. Now, even though we lost some data, what's left gives us some incredibly positive social trends that you simply must quote. Mother is getting at least 4 antenatal checkups. That's up by around 7 percentage points. We're also seeing way more institutional births across the board. And crucially, reported spousal violence has dropped significantly down to 22.3%. Listen, these are ready-to-use fodder points to prove demographic shifts and women's empowerment in your essays. All right, moving right along to our next section, the missing indicators, a critical analysis. So the data gaps we have to navigate now are frankly huge. Several major indicators are just gone. Infant and child mortality rates, gone. The sex ratio at birth, which, remember, stood at 929 females to 1,000 males back in NFHS-5, is totally missing now. That takes away a massive signal of sex-selective practices. Cancer screening is gone too. Now you might be thinking, but we have the sample registration system. True. That tracks mortality, but it completely lacks the district-level socioeconomic breakdowns that made the NFHS data so vital for targeted policymaking. Which brings us to the elephant in the room, anemia. You know, despite the government launching the Anaemia Mukt Bharat campaign back in 2018, the last survey showed anemia rising almost everywhere. Nutrition researchers argued that the old method, using a finger prick and a portable analyzer, was actually overstating the problem. So the official stance now is to track anemia separately through a dedicated diet and biomarker survey under the National Institute of Nutrition. They use venous blood now, which proponents consider far more accurate, and they are tracking obesity right alongside those nutrition deficiencies. Okay, if you want to fetch those extra marks in your GS1 mains, you absolutely need state-specific examples to highlight regional variations. Please jot these down. West Bengal saw a massive boom in health insurance coverage, jumping up to 88.2%. Andhra Pradesh recorded the biggest spike in women's internet usage, hitting 63.6%. But on the flip side, Haryana saw a really concerning steep drop in exclusive breastfeeding for infants under 6 months, crashing from 69.5% down to 41.2%. These are the exact specific facts that will make your answers stand out. We are going to leave you with a rather provocative thought today and consider this a real curveball for your UPSC personality test. Think about it. If survey methodologies and key indicators are constantly shifting, how can you, as a future district magistrate, reliably track the long-term progress of your social schemes? Really chew on that. Think critically about data governance, continuity, and accountability. Update your notes, keep analyzing these points deeply. And a huge thank you for joining us for this explainer here at Rungta IAS Academy. Keep studying hard.